Well, here we go, Robin. Team Liquid, 100 Thieves. We're into it. We're into the first map of this series in North America. Two of the best that we've got in the region facing off. It's going to start on Nuke.
You know, a little bit for a second, it looked like Cash.
A little bit for a second, it looked like Tropical, as you never know, looking out to those palm trees beneath the moon that, you know, you're fighting next to a nuclear silo.
You could have thought that we were in California.
Yeah.
I love watching Nuke. A little bit biased.
Nuke has been such a fun map to watch it progress. People hated it when it first came out.
Yeah.
I was always super excited for when teams would start catching up to it. And now that so many teams are willing to play it, you see such cool things happen.
For sure. That's only something you could say in the last 2 years, right? Is that we're seeing a lot of Nuke now. So definitely...
Sloth!
I feel like that's also a shame. Even when, you know, obviously, sure, we come in 87-0, but Nuke is by far our best map. And I think that we kind of messed up the map a little bit in the sense like no one wanted to play it and no one wanted to practice it at that point, right? Because they're like, no matter what, even if we're going to be the best team in the world, it's just a straight 1-0. So just the fact, sure, they come back and they remake it, but even here, we see more and more Nuke now, and I love to see that. But even when this new version of Nuke came out, not a lot of teams actually ended up playing it. So I love the fact that it's coming back into the map pool. A lot more teams are playing it. We're seeing less maps like, you know, Mirage. We're seeing less stuff too, especially here in North America, I might add. We have been covering this region mostly. But it's been a lot of nukes. A lot of trains, a lot of verticals. Nice entry there. Aster starts off with an... I don't even know if we're live or not. It might be UI problem, but, you know, we're just going to run with it.
We're live, baby.
We're just going to run with it. It's like an 8-5.
It's a 7-on-5. 8-on-5.
There's a lot of T's.
And there's 166 minutes to make this retake happen. Jacob's got the first kill inside the bomb site. Stewie with one. He's distracted. Liquid have not gotten into position. That's a great shot from Twist. Now all of a sudden,
2-on-1, I think.
It looks like a 2-on-1. And what you going to do about this one? You got a flank coming in. Bomb is not tapped. There it is. There's the spam. Knife is out. And, oh, he's got him. Jacob had a kit as well.
That was probably pretty close, I'd say.
Yeah, it feels like it was pretty close.
That was a fast main split, mini split from Liquid. Coming from that mini area. Nice entry there from Aster, though. What a shot. Wonder if we'll see that as a replay. But that was a mid-air. But Liquid hold off, get the bomb down, and then it was a retake situation for 100 Thieves. Not going to happen. We have the first round on the board. I'm just confused now because if I look at the bar, I don't know what's going on anymore, man.
It's all gone wrong.
Just wait, Robin. Like we've seen this a couple times.
Now we go. Okay. Now the proper buys are there. For some reason, they had a bunch of M4s on them stuff, and I'm like, what? Didn't they just lose that pistol round? But we're back now. The UI is correct. We have 4 Galils and 1 SMG on the Liquid side. Nitro holding that UMP should be the first one to go somewhere. They want to take some control.
Elige being really patient, but Azur being even more patient. He just wants to do the smoke play, so surely Elige doesn't get anything for his patience here. Twist, he's just going to throw a Molotov on top of Hut here.
I think that's maybe to try and get one guy down and squeak.
Yeah.
Fence. Oh, it's already out here actually, and they actually fall back. It's a good spot here from Elige, but they actually just drop him off, and then we have the inner take. It's another mini split, actually.
Very impatient, though, which gave JKS the opportunity to get that headshot. Now the Molotov going to delay their ability to crunch. They've got to be careful. There's the flank. 2 players looking right at it. And all 3 defenders are outside, so Liquid is going to have an easy plant and probably an easy time in the post plant as well.
Yep. If you're on the Thieves here, you're okay with to save this. It's a bonus round next round as well. Sure, you can also make the decision to try and go for a kill. But 3 saved armors, I was going to say, but 2 saved armors with the Scout, 2 Eagles, is not a bad buy for next.
No, it's really not. Especially if Jacob can find a way to get a little bit closer and maybe pick one guy off on the retreat, on the escape. Gratis faction takes a little bit of damage. 2-0 for Team Superheroes. Ooh, that could be an AK-47. Oh. It drops. That's perfect. Galil, excuse me. But they did lose the Scout. I think they're going to be okay with that trade, especially because Liaz can pick up the Scout again.
Oh, this is nice.
And drop 2 Deagles as well. So this is going to be, again, it's obviously going to be a crappy buy coming into next, but a better one other than just no armor with USB silencers.
Oh, they're going to drop those deagles over, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it's essentially 4 buys, right? So, and like you're saying, a Galil with an armor on Jacob. This should still be a Liquid round, but the worry here for them is trying to have as many members stay alive as possible. For 100 Thieves here, obviously there is a chance to win the round, but you want to get as many kills as possible here. That's your bonus.
That's your bonus. We're back. Sound's back. UI's back. It's an actual 5-on-5 again. All's right in the world.
Alish already going down secret. He hears the deagle spamming. He doesn't care. He's just focusing on getting into that same position. We've seen him here before. Patience once again for him while 2 of his teammates start to work towards ramp here. Liaz, he's going to be under a lot of pressure. He handles it well. Already taking out Stewie. And he goes for more.
All right, Liaz. That's nice. 2 kills. And all of a sudden, even if they don't salvage those rifles, I mean, you've still got a scout in the hands. You've got plenty of deagles. You've got that Galil that hasn't been put into play. Big win from Twist. Oh, that's a nice follow-up into the bomb site. He's going for 3. Good shot from above with the scout that's traded off. They know there's 1 player in the open. Jacob's got that as well. Oh, and a Legion in a possible situation. What a round from Liaz.
Yeah, and that comes from a great ramp hold. I really dislike ramp on eco rounds in general because it's such it's so narrow and there's so many corners that you have to kind of flash out. Lias in a good spot doesn't get flashed when Liquid comes out there. He gets 2 quick kills, and Liquid, what are you supposed to do there? I mean, you're going to continue fighting. You have the guy from Under Heaven as well that's going to be helping him out. So you're forced to fall back. And the rotations come in. 100 Thieves just take control of all of lobby. And it's a nice little round. As we mentioned as well, they had 2 saved rifles, essentially. One scout, 1 Galil, and 2 deagles.
That's brutal. That's a
juicy nades.
That's a rough round to drop. And yeah, the follow-up nades to do some chip damage, some fantastic chip damage. And Liquid, for the most part, sitting this round out, not investing a whole lot because they've got enough money for another buy in the next round. If you could pick one superhero from the Marvel Universe who would be good in the world of Counter-Strike?
Deadpool.
Deadpool?
Yeah. He'll
Okay.
slip past all the trolls and memes.
Vision?
You know?
Vision? Okay. Just flying around laser beaming people? I was going to pick Magneto, because ain't no bullet touching him.
Wait, you get to have your superpowers in the game?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ah.
Yeah, but okay, who...
I thought that was kind of self-explanatory. Ooh.
I didn't...
I mean, wouldn't you just pick Wolverine then? Never die? Just go ham?
yeah, actually, I'd be Deadpool still.
Okay, well, maybe there's some
No, I
flaws
want
in
some
this
claws.
theoretical discussion.
I could
No, you
lose
can go ahead
arms
with
and
your
limbs
Magneto
and
if you
still be
want.
alive.
I mean, listen, you still ain't touching me. Magneto in the comics destroyed Wolverine. I'm just going to rip that adamantium right out of his
but we're,
body.
you know, it would be a 1-on-5 for Magneto's clutch. Not sure if that's going to work out. First weapon round on the board now. It's 2-2. No op on the Liquid side. We have an op on Gratisfaction though. He's going to be chilling outside. And it's an outside setup actually. This is one of the rounds for 100 Thieves. They're going to be fighting outside if we do see the smoke wall coming from Liquid. Or even later. We have nice flashbang setups as well. And that means that the ramp guy should be alone. And we should be falling back if they actually do decide to go there. And this is actually the ramp play. Lias though gets a little bit caught off guard. But when the Molly is actually going to help him out there.
Timing is so perfect. There was
That
no one who could
flashbang.
follow up Stewie. That's going to be frustrating. Another kill for Liaz. Ramp might be close,
Whoa.
which is going to be a massive issue for Liquid. Flanked out as well. What a quick round, and nobody falls for 100 Thieves.
Liaz making do work with that Galil. And yeah, I mean, the flashbangs for Liquid, though, they threw 3 of them, and not a single one of them connected with Liaz there. So definitely good movement on him to dodge him, but also maybe some better flashbangs could have helped here for Liquid as well.
And here also the Molly. I mean, the timing for Lias here. That's why Tsui kind of runs out by himself. Because the Molly kind of pushes everyone else back. Otherwise, maybe we should have at least have seen a trade. That's what I mean by ramp. It's very hard to flash every single corner on that ramp area. So that's why the training game has to be on point, especially if you don't fall down. This is basically a deathmatch server for Gratis. Gets the 2 kills. It's another eco for Liquid though. and he has help.
Well, bit of a warm-up, I guess, is the best way to phrase this. Kind of like, you know, the first 20 minutes of us playing horse the other day. Just need to
Yeah, dude,
warm
we
up the
hit so many
accuracy.
shots after the camera turned off. It was unbelievable.
Ace.
You thought that we were
Come on, Savage.
NBA superstars.
Yeah, that was
We don't have the height.
We don't have a lot of things that they have. Talent, for one.
I was gonna say we don't have the height, we have the talent, but
We don't
Jason
have the talent.
shuts me down.
Yeah. Listen, we can all be honest here.
Wasn't pretty, but hey, it's for your guys' enjoyment. Another buy round coming in here from Liquid. Another round without an op. It's another round though that's a fast one. This is kind of like the anti-eco we saw from Liquid. They try to get Elige down lower as soon as possible.
It's a good start, though. I mean,
They molly there off though for 100 Thieves. That's why you don't see that kind of push. And it's for this reason, exactly that. Nice timing from 100 Thieves. They use the molly as soon as the smoke comes down, and that's for the reason so Liquid can't take control of that underpass area. Wait for the rotation.
I'm amazed that Stewie had a Molotov out behind that red box and never threw it in towards those stairs. I thought for sure that's where that was going to go.
That's normally what happens, but especially as you said, right? Like as 100 Thieves, they mollied
okay.
T-Red, so you tend to have a molly back.
Round 2, Ace.
Gratisfaction is on one. That's an ambitious flick.
Yeah, your wrist probably hurts after that
I
one.
was going to say, if he hits that shot, there's certainly going to be like a tendon that tears.
Yeah, I respect the effort. You know, he got a 4K in the round before. He got a 4K here. He's like, surely,
Yeah.
I hit this one. I can do no wrong.
Back-to-back quad kill rounds for Gratisfaction with that ult. That's impressive stuff.
Naf, he's got a Molotov and a flash and a lot of time to work with, actually. And with these defenders and 100 Thieves spread out a bit, Naf can make this round spicy. He's just spotted the head. Oh, he's missed his opening there. He's going to go straight for the plant down here lower. But this just makes 100 Thieves all rotate.
I can't believe he stuck that. What a boss.
He's still got this Molotov.
He needs kills.
Oh,
Or do
this is it.
This is the play. Oh my god, if he pulls this off because of that move, 23 bullets, plenty. Oh, they've spotted the possibility. There's the smoke on the bomb. He's going to have to get a little bit of luck here. Switching back to... Oh, he's got the spam! He never was able to get the kill. That's not bad. But if they didn't close the door on him, he definitely would have had the diffuser there.
Yeah, Naf, I mean, nasty Naf, that's what he's known for. He definitely makes that round look doable, look possible. But good on 100 Thieves to capitalize and not let that one slip out of their hands. And once again, Gratisfaction, man, he's been heating up. And Robin mentioned it, it's all off the back of the Molotov, holding back 100 Thieves. Yeah. But also, they got HE grenaded from Jacob right from the start. And that's when you saw Stewie come out of that smoke kind of, you know, with less vision, less sound. Kind of lost his bearings a little bit there, but really good round from 100 Thieves.
Yeah, I mean, when we saw Team Liquid play this map, there was a lot of that, like Elige crossing behind that smoke wall pretty quickly. So you'd imagine if any research goes into it, a lot of utility to chip down that attack, to delay and make that attack a lot harder to pull off, to shy them away from it. I think the biggest thing is, listen, they went ramp on the second round, got shut down by Liaz. They went ramp a little bit later with rifles to try and execute with flashbangs. They got shut down by Liaz and Gratisfaction. They've gone outside and gotten shut down by Gratisfaction. They went back to ramp room, got shut down by Gratisfaction. So Liquid don't really have a whole lot of success at all in this half so far, and entire sections of the map are just being shown by 100 Thieves that they can defend against it perfectly.
This time around, Liquid, it looks like they're going to be throwing these smokes just a little bit late as their members get closer to T-Red, kind of throw off the timings a bit. And Grat, he has no vision, but he will get some sound cues. Azur, he's making his way down to give a lending hand here.
Ooh, but he actually goes right back up. No one defending the lower bomb site at the moment. So Stewie and Elige going to work together. Stewie looking to put Elige in a prime position. Flashbang is out. Nobody on the stairs. They might be surprised at how little resistance they're meeting. And now it's kind of like in your head, how in God's name do we meet up with a bomb?
This is actually a very common round. This is actually an Nth round coming in from Liquid. They have 2 guys go lower, and the idea there is to kind of pull the rotation. They're going to come up from vents and do a little bit of an A split here. That's why you see the bomb a little bit shattered, but it's for the same reason. It actually serves a purpose. It's like a nice little split here so far. It actually works out for Liquid as well. Yeah, it's a very common round. Adren maybe been watching some demos or not, but it's an Nth round. And it's what we saw. We saw Furia do something similar as well. In some cases as well, we even see sometimes even 4 players go down there, make a bunch of noise and go all 4 up in vents and just have the one guy in Squeaker and Hut to try and get the rotate. That's why it's so dangerous on this map to over-rotate. The guy that's playing, I call it the anchor position on the A-bomb side, he's the guy, he doesn't rotate until the bomb goes down. If you die, they just jump up in vents and they plant bomb upper and you lose round. Still a lot of money though on this 100 Thieves side. So good buy here as well. It's gonna take this round and one more for Liquid if they want to put 100 Thieves on.
Yeah, but at least
potential
this
eco.
round might be able to take away the AWP, although Jacob's got 8,500, so it depends on exactly how they want to play that. But they might at least be able to remove the op from the hands of the defense. Late smoke wall outside. Pluming just now. Gratisfaction in position. There's that Molotov to delay, and through the smoke, that's an easy one. Stewie and Elige trying to change the way they attack this part of the map, and Gratisfaction has the read.
Yeah, Elige definitely didn't expect that one. Heads up play from Grat there, but Naf, he finds himself out this vent, and Stewie 2K already punishing JKS outside. This definitely leaves an opening for Liquid, but 2 members back silo. This is huge for 100 Thieves. Jacob, he's not able to find the opening, and Liquid, all of a sudden 2 versus 2, but they're so low here.
Yeah, but the other player, Liaz, is so far away at the moment. He is just coming up the secret stairs outside. So yeah, they're low. There is one flashbang on Nitro. And depending on where they position themselves in, they might be able to pull this off. That's a really dicey spot for Stewie to play in the post plant along that vent. But thankfully, no one's going heaven. Molotov towards door, and they're going to have a crossfire setup. Even a new position added in. Stewie, a bit shaky, but he's got it. And Nitro was not able to get around to Hut to help out. So Liaz in a 1 versus 1, low HP on Nitro. He's got to just trust that this is going to be a fake. And now enough time has ran down. Nitro should have no problem. By time, Liquid's going to win the round.
Solid
oh
hold
my lord,
from
he's
Liquid. As you mentioned, the Stewie position, it's a really strong one if you don't come from heaven.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened. And it creates a really nice crossfire as well from the Team Liquid side. And another round on the board. And as we mentioned, it's still a good buy coming in from 100 Thieves here. Jacob does drop the op for Gratisfaction, but this is the round. This is a very important one. Kind of decides this first half, which one will get away with it. If Liquid wins this one, they will probably end up winning the half. If 100 Thieves win this one, seeing the Liquid money as well, it's not great. So probably the most important round so far of this half. And it's a tactical timeout, probably from 100 Thieves here. Let's see what they want to do with it.
Is JKS debating on a second op here? I wonder.
Yeah, I guess that's possible. He
Oh,
goes against it.
Yep, never mind.
Actually, I mean, they still have a pretty decent amount of money behind even this buy.
Yeah.
With JKS at 1,700 and Liaz at 3,100. So this is another round where if they're going to lose and save some weapons, you can still put together a very powerful buy in the next one after that. So economy is still in the favor, in a way, for 100 Thieves. They've done a very good job preserving as much money as possible.
Gratisfaction.
They
found a huge opening. Double kill, in fact, last time around. He's back looking for more. But there's actually only Elige rather outside here. And this time he does use that Molotov.
And we see the setup from 100 Thieves here as well. When Grady goes down lower, we still have JKS that's helping out by CT Blue, and he's supposed to be there for like a flashbang if he calls for it. But the molly is there this time around from Stewie, something we didn't see that previous one that Christine was talking about. So good early stage here for Liquid. And they are opting to not go down lower. So this is all about clearing out JKS here. We'll see if he's actually going to get some help. With Grady actually rotating down here, he would be the sole person that's actually holding this area. So this is when it becomes as well. I love this from Honor Thieves. Right away we see the decision making. We're going to take lobby control instead. We're going to have the guy from ramp push and the guys from lobby. You need to do this, and as soon as you kind of get this kill, or at least you're in a good position for Lias, you can fall back and play hut and play the heaven area as well there. So nice call from 100 Thieves.
Here's the problem. If they don't clear out deep all the way there, Nav's going to get free. That's what I'm saying. If they don't clear it all the way out, he's just going to have so much time to make a crazy play. Molotov towards the vent as well. And there goes Nitro with another kill. And Nav finds Liaz one more, although not finding the frag. Still, it's going to be near impossible to stop this plant from going down.
Or will it? Liaz doing his damnedest. Only 5 seconds, but he pauses. His teammate Grat, he's debating on whether to come out the vent here or not, too. And for the moment, they find an opening. Ooh, but that nade, that's gonna...
This is where you might want to say...
This is abort. Abort.
This is where we go back to the money they have in the bank.
Oh, Twist. This is going to be huge.
If he can grab one of these, because Liaz has the cash to... Ooh, that's a nice find. Liaz is going to be able to keep the AK-47 and drop a rifle to a teammate. Gratisfaction might be able to drop something. JKS is going to have some money to work with. So they could actually make the decision if they wanted to go for a buy in the next round. The opportunity's there for 100 Thieves.
They actually, like you pointed out there, Jason, they don't clear all of lobby. Here's the thing for me, they actually don't have to clear out everything. My problem here with this round is that they kind of give up. They kind of just assume that it's clear. Once they don't see anyone up by that, by the T side, up by hut, and in that lobby area, even in Squeaky, they kind of just say, oh, there's no one here, and everyone just stops that peak. Instead, you know, you can take that angle first. As long as you clear hut, as long as you clear Squeaky, you're in a good position there to set up a crossfire at least for when Liquid kind of hits that bomb site. But instead, he goes down, and that's when the chaos ensues, right? That's when you're like, oh my god, we have to kill him first. Focus should be put on him. That means that Liquid just gets the bomb site for free, gets the bomb down, and then the after plant, I mean, it's just not going to happen. Liquid has great positioning for that. Saves the 2 weapons though, and because of money bonus, or the loss bonus rather, and some saved money, it's another buy round from 100 Thieves. And Liquid again not opting for that AWP. Why not? It's been working for him.
Yeah, we definitely haven't seen Liquid pulling that one out on the T side of Nuke. Not fitting their style at the moment. And a little bit of a slower approach once again from Liquid. The smokes, they're not out yet on the outside yard.
Yeah, this is a defensive setup for coming in from 100 Thieves. We see here Grady's by Heaven area. We have one guy by Mini, so it's a very compact play here. Rotate's going to be in order as well. And for Liquid, we just see here, it's going to be a late smoke wall outside, but it's all 5 members there, so odds are they will be making their way down lower. And this is all about then for 100 Thieves. This is basically the best call that Liquid could have made.
Oh.
Took way too long to cross that smoke wall. Gratisfaction gets a pick on Twist right at the end. Now Alza coming out of the vent, missed opportunity. It looked like his brain was trying to pick between 3 different targets.
It be like that sometimes, Jason. And now Liaz, he also has 3 different targets that he has to choose from. Liaz, these are the moments that sometimes he absolutely shines in. But Liquid, they might be thinking twice about this, and this might be a good call. They're slowing things down. All of 100 Thieves' focus are on these doors, each side right now. And Elish, he's smoked out, so...
Oh, they've left
They're
just
waiting for
Liaz.
Naf.
This is perfect.
Yeah.
20 seconds, though. If they don't clear out this dark corner, Liaz can do some work. They're leaving it very deep into the round. There's 2. Liaz might be playing hero again. They might have waited too long. He's got a triple. And even though, yeah, you're waiting for Naf, waited too long, boys. Round's over. 6-5 in the favor of 100 Thieves.
Yeah, Naf was the one with the nades as well. He was the one with the molly to clear out that corner. I actually thought that as soon as we saw the Naf, they were waiting for it, for Naf to just go and hut there and for them to kind of just split inner. But
yeah,
instead,
I thought they were going to go up the vent.
But they make the decision instead of kind of waiting for Naf, as we pointed out. But because they make that decision of still going down lower, like Jason said, they should have never waited for Naf at that point because he's so late on that rotate.
I think the call itself is is fine. It's great. And I mean, unfortunately, we know it looks a little bit silly because we have the benefit of the mini-map. But like when you pause like that, even with that late in the round, you make them sweat a little bit, right? Like they're starting to rotate off. It was a perfect call. They got exactly what they wanted, which was one defender in the lower bomb site instead of two. It's just they missed the timing on it, waiting for NAF.
Definitely in Twist, he takes so much damage, but these guys, they're not stopping. This is the Tech-9 in action. Liaz once again down lower. Last round, it was beautiful, but they were one by one. This time around with the lower buy, Liquid, you could best believe they're going to be a lot more compact. The trade game, that's their only win condition this time around. So, ooh, this grenade from Jacob could come out to be huge. That smoke, it's going to slow things down from Liquid.
Yeah, you mentioned it. Trading game needs to be on point. There's not a single smoke on the Liquid side. No molly as well to clear these corners. Just 3 flashbangs. So once they make the move here to go on the bomb site, they just have to actually go. Can't just be 1-1-1. Oh my god.
My lord. Have you ever seen anything like it?
JKS hasn't. Or he has. Yep. He's shaking his head. Holy, that was so fast.
We also know as well, Twist 10 HP is what he had when he made that wide swing. And I mean, we barely saw him, and we have the spectator client as well, so just imagine how it looked like 128 tick.
Listen,
on that point.
man's known for his CZ work.
And as Christine mentioned as well, they needed to come into that bomb site, and they needed to do the trades, because they really had not a lot going for them other than that. It was a half buy that really the bonus would have been to get the bomb down, but they get the win instead.
Oh dear.
That's
a whole lot of unfortunate situations in that round.
Yeah, and he can't afford to buy, so that's very upsetting. That would have been a 3-weapon save coming into this round, and you know it would have been a fully buy, but I think now instead, I think they just saved now. I think it's just a double eco. They have these 2 weapons, and they just try and do some damage instead, so that's very unfortunate. And it's 6-6, and Liquid on that T side looking like a pretty good half so far. This should also be a relatively easy one. I say that, but these rounds are never really easy when you have 2 saved weapons.
Liquid just W'd across so fast. They're already down here again.
They've done some good work at changing the pace of that hit outside. What we saw early on was obviously the Molotov to delay it so that Gratis Faction could get into position. We've seen actually some pretty decent defenses down in secret from 100 Thieves, so it's good that the pace is constantly being changed. Oh, leg shot. That's a nice attempt from Gratis Faction.
He was so busy trying to do the best he could with that AWP. He does manage to get the leg shot off, but now at this point, man, Stewie, he's been patient in Big Garage, listening to all these footsteps, and he gets rewarded. The cleanup is real. Jacob, he's trying to retreat, and actually he gets the timing, so if he can make it into T-spawn here by dodging the roof guy. Nope, there it is.
Well, they have no money for the last 2 rounds.
Oh boy.
Not no money.
They saved last round, right? They have the 2 saved weapons, so that wasn't a save. This is the one we're talking about.
Holy shiza. Look at the score lines of the 100 Thieves guys. 17 kills on Grat, 15 on Liaz, and then it's 12 total on the other 3 players combined.
Yeah, you can kind of see where the action has been going on this map.
Or just how mobile Gratis Faction's been. Liaz obviously has done great work at ramp, but we've seen Gratis Faction wear at ramp. We've seen him, you know, over by the squeaky door. We've seen him in secret. We've seen him outside. He's been everywhere, which is, I mean, it's what you want from your upper on the CT side of things. And it's just wild seeing that there's that kind of production is just so far above his other teammates.
And they opt for a full buy here. A timeout was called as well, so with no ops in sight for 100 Thieves, they do have a bunch of utility, but I'm guessing, or I'm hoping, that we might see a set play here to try and get an opening. And we'll see what the decision was. We'll see here the reply from Liquid. Is it a lobby default or an outside default? And it looks to be just a lobby standard, but it's an actual yard play here from 100 Thieves. Like I said, it's supposed to be a set play here. You call the timeout, no op as well. And I love this from Liquid, actually. timing there as well is on point. You don't wait too long as well, so you kind of don't wait for the rotates coming in from 100 Thieves. That's a nice smoke though, or that's a, Jesus, nice kill through the smoke. Bomb goes down. And there's a bunch of nades here actually on the 100 Thieves side, so this is very much a possibility. Kit on Lias as well.
Oh, this flank from Azur. He's got to be a little more patient. Oh man, Nitro, he's totally ready for it. And all of a sudden, this is a 2 versus 2. JKS from Connector. Grat, he sees one and he takes out Elige. Nitro, he's got a lot of work in front of him. He's got that Molotov, and actually, that's going to be huge for him. But he decides to peek and, oh, no kit from JKS.
Yep, all that matters is you get the round. That's going to be another one for Team Liquid.
Oh, that was a little bit weird, right? Because didn't Lias have the kit on the bomb?
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm mistaken. I think maybe he would have had time there, but maybe he forgot where the kit was, and it's a Liquid round win. A good hold on that after plant. They didn't have a lot of nades, so they really had to go a little bit aggressive, take a little bit more aggressive angles. And they get away with it.
Just a little bit.
I was wondering who was singing here.
That's me. Azza on top of the hut. Slower paced round. JKS has already dropped to lower to move towards Secret Stairs. He's got Gratisfaction with the scout outside in the warehouse to help. And Liquid looking for some aggression in lobby.
Jacob, he's got that Mag 7 close up to the hut. I mean, Robin, you pointed it out. The kill distribution right now on 100 Thieves, it's not quite as high as I'm sure these players even want to have confidence in. So at this point, he wants to get involved. He's up forward, Stewie. He's got full control of this garage, and this is exactly what Liquid want. Once they have this garage control, they've got so much mass space that from that point on, they make a calculated decision. A little more poking and prodding. Stewie finds another one in Gratisfaction. And it's just an information game at this point. Liquid, they're able to make a calculated decision because of so much space. 100 Thieves, they've got to make the next move here.
Yeah, and Gratis going down. That's a playmaker for 100 Thieves. And as you mentioned, you kind of have to get an idea here if you're 100 Thieves. You don't have good weapons. Nice kill there on Lias. This is a lot of information you're actually getting. You just spot the one, you get the one entry, but then now we see a lot of nades coming from Squeaky as well. So you should kind of get the understanding here that there is a main split coming in, that A bomb site.
Oh no!
Oh no! Not like that.
No.
Not like that. Oh no! The swag 7.
Oh my God!
There's the finish. Thank God Liaz is here. That was gross. Let's go to a break. I want to forget about everything I just saw. Hello everybody and welcome back. We are here at CS Summit 6 online. Liquid with a 1-round lead over 100 Thieves. Heading into the second half of Nuke, they switch over to defense.
Yep, Liquid's map pick. That's a great first half for them. 8 rounds on that T side. The second pistol round is underway. Stewie with a nice entry there. Gratis gets the trade, and it's the same round almost. It's a mini split coming into pinching this A bomb site. There's a lot of 100 Thieves members here as well. Rotates are nice and quick, and this is a great hold.
Wow.
It's a great hold from Liquid.
Nitro doing so much work staying alive there and even getting 2 frags, but the help, you're right, Robin, it came so fast for Liquid there up top.
Nice little defensive setup. Even if 100 Thieves get the bomb down there for Liquid, you get the one flashbang. It's a setup that I was talking about. This is why also when you do that mini split, you tend to plant, or you want to plant towards mini rather than towards heaven, because that's the retake that everyone just tends to do now. It's very strong, very powerful. They don't even need that. It's a great hold before that. And it's a full save from 100 Thieves. No bomb down, so that's when you tend to buy. When you don't get the bomb down, this is basically a round where you just want to try and get the bomb down, but it's a nice little hold from Stewie.
Yeah, it's a great hold from Stewie. One more to find, and he's got it. That's all 5. Congratulations on the ace, Stewie.
First one that...
I'm not going to lie, I missed one of those kills that he got. I only saw 4.
Maybe the first one.
Maybe.
Maybe, baby. And they didn't get much from that round, 100 Thieves, but Stewie got a lot of money from that. Nice hold. Like I said, there was basically a complete eco round from 100 Thieves. Not getting the bomb down. This is just basically like a wash of a round. Oh my god, the early nades as well. This is 100 Thieves' first weapon round as well on this half. And this is the start. Oh my. And it's a bonus round for Liquid also.
Ooh, that seemed like the timing was there, but 2 kills for 100 Thieves might get them out of danger. Oh my lord.
Nitro thought he got the timing there. Naf, that's a big pickoff, but man, Elige got so much work to do, and that's it. 2 pickoffs. He knows where the one member is, 100 Thieves. He just planted the bomb, and actually, his mate and Azur, he's far away.
I don't think they know that Azur's that far away, else they might be actually pressing the issue here. Naf is going to open the door. Window's going to start being creeped out of Elige. Oh, that's the shot he misses of all of those. And Naf missed the spam as well. I think 100 Thieves might get away with the crazy round. 16 HP between the two, and 100 Thieves win the first gun round.
Yeah, it was a bonus round. Aggressive play from Liquid. So much damage being done early to the 100 Thieves side. That double nade outside, and then obviously the push into lobby. But 100 Thieves. Super close round, but that was the first weapon round on the board. And as I mentioned, it was a bonus round essentially for Liquid. So you will still see a buy here. We have an op on Naf. And we talked to Naf about that. A little bit more about the op there, and he said, hey, listen, it just so happens that I am picking up the op more and more now.
There it is.
Nice aggressive play. And it's very cheap at that too. Not a lot of nades being spent, obviously. We know that they don't have a lot.
Yeah.
But aggressive play at that with the kill.
And now he gets to rotate around the map and be a nuisance. Still sticking outside just deeper in warehouse.
Yeah, nice play though. Falls back. So now it's a defensive setup from Liquid. Very compact. So even an inner hit here from 100 Thieves, which you see very quick rotates. Same thing for lower. The only thing really for 100 Thieves here is trying to be chaotic. Puts Liquid on a bad rotate. But we'll see. They're making the way in squeaky here.
I don't think Twist spotted that either. Neither of them have the information outdoor. Well, that player in Rafters is in so much trouble. He's dead. He is so dead. Miscommunication, but Twist, he gets 1. And now all of a sudden we have a 3-on-3 post plant. This flank has a big job to do from Elige.
Oh, he's already making it through the hut. This timing might be everything for him. If he continues to push through and gets this timing, he gets the planter. He's trying to sniff out back sight, and he does some damage, but he's unable to connect. All of a sudden, Naf, he's going to save.
I don't know if he's going to save. Oh, yeah. I don't know if he's going to save quite yet. Seems like he at least wants to investigate. I wonder if there's a kit on the ground that he knows about. Either way, without a kill, without finding that pick, there's no way. So good hold from 100 Thieves. Good recovery from a 4-on-5.
That's the best case they could have done as well. Just walk out of squeaky. And the timing is not there from Liquid. The setup was there. It was a perfect setup. Had he just been peeked. It's actually a little bit strange that he actually does do the strafe. Because, I mean, you do have the guy right above hut. So, like, you kind of expect as well they can't come out from there. So the only really thing you have to strafe is Mini and Squeaky. But he strafes into hut as well. Yeah. So that's where you lose the timing.
Also, I mean, I just think he's probably caught off guard. He's probably thinking if they're going to come outdoor, there's going to be some kind of indication. Like, who just walks outdoor? Maybe it's a little
apparently 100 Thieves.
Yeah, apparently 100 Thieves. But he obviously wasn't expecting it. 10-9. And Naf has the AWP. Saved from the previous round. Had an opening kill, but couldn't convert. This time he's got it again. In the upper bomb site. Wants to find an opening pick.
And 100 Thieves, they have not blown the door this round. You can see Naf was completely expecting that one. So his teammate does come and open the door for him, and he's going to actually find a chance here. And ooh, he misses that. And I can't believe JKS gave him another shot there. Naf, he's going to push to the connector now.
Yeah, I don't think JKS was expecting the repeak. And he's dropped. So, Naf downstairs now with an AWP inside of the vents. He's just going to fight. They haven't crossed just yet. With that kill towards Squeaky Door as well, they don't have the information that Naf dropped down, but a good Relocation from 100 Thieves catches Liquid off guard again. This is well done from 100 Thieves. And Naf just has to try and save.
Yeah, really good. Good on 100 Thieves to respect Naf. They did not give him many opportunities. And that's exactly what they needed to do. Everyone else was on pistols. And the mobility from 100 Thieves pays off here.
Yeah, and it's so smart play as well, right? Because you know as well that in the beginning of that round, Naf is on the inner bomb side. He got a kill on JKS in Squeaky. So them going down lower just to throw some nades. Who is the first guy down lower? It's obviously would be Naf because he was in Squeaky just now. So as soon as they do that, and then they just push for inner. And it's the opera that they were worried about.
Trying to get fancy with that new vent flash that's been floating around. Just blinds Gratisfaction though.
Well, 10 to 10. We're all tied up. Stunning turn of events. Here we go. Back to the rifles. Back to the M4s. Naf still has the AWP, so he's done a great job keeping that alive. Utility's going to be picked up. Liquid still haven't really had a gun round where they've had, you know, their full sets of nades that they'd like. And
yeah, I mean, even that round that they were supposed to win there, Naf gets the entry. I think positioning-wise, it's great. 100 Thieves does a really good job on the read. But it's not like Liquid has to, it's not like they have to do anything differently here. They've been getting the openings, you know, even the setups and stuff like that. Now we're talking like the small things of just talking a little bit more. Let's make sure that our rotations are in order. Let's make sure that our crossfires are in order. Same with the nades. But it's 10 to 10, and at least the best buy that we've seen maybe from Liquid. And it was a tactical timeout being called, and usually you do tend to see then something funky with these rounds. Maybe we see a fast drop down into vents from 100 Thieves this time around, just could cause some chaos, or maybe something else that's pretty fast. There's a bunch of nades being thrown at least though. I think they want to try and fake for an inner bomb site rush. Have Liquid spend some more nades.
doors opened inside of the smoke. Pretty passive defense outside as well from Team Liquid this round. Lee's just spotting through the narrow angle, but also ready to rotate to help out a teammate. Smoke used for ramp room, and there goes Twist. He was on top of the hut. He has gone down, and now it's all about scrambling to close the gap in the defense.
And JKS, he's been so patient towards this door, finding an opening, but he does get traded out by Naf. And now Naf, he knows a doorway. There's less pressure there, so he actually goes lower. This timing might be in favor of 100 Thieves.
Yeah, there's still that player in Rafters, but this time there's also a player in Vents. Oh! This time it's a little bit of a reversal. It's Elige who didn't have that angle covered for his teammate. 11 to 10.
The opposite vent player.
Yeah.
That was everything.
That was everything. Nice recovery from Elige.
Yeah, nice hold. I mean, that was actually looking really dangerous for Liquid there too. I feel like 100 Thieves, again, with a really good call and what they want to do there. But Liquid, they hold on with a lot of members. I actually think we have an off call here. We're probably going to see a match medic, maybe.
Medic!
And not a lot of money on that 100 Thieves spot. Maybe that's why they wanted the medic. Someone fat finger to buy.
You can't, I don't even think that's allowed.
Listen, man, we're online. It's cowboy.
It's the Wild West.
It's Wild West.
Wild West out here.
We're all cowboys here.
Fifi, tell us your most nefarious decision you've ever made. Have you ever match medic for a misbuy?
Why are you asking him to throw himself under the bus?
The thing is, everyone tries to be sneaky, right? Like, I feel like that's just common. It's the same thing we see again, you know, online. Once all the timeouts are being used, very easy to be like, oh, I'm lagging, sorry, I need a tech. Boom. Free 30 seconds, you know what I mean?
Boom.
Yeah, it happens a lot. Even sometimes...
Somebody sound clip the boom. We'll keep that for everything.
Maybe even sometimes during events, you'd be like, hey, we don't have a timeout left. Hey, Fifth, just like punch the monitor.
The old Russian timeout, we call that.
yeah. Kick the PC, have a blue screen, do something. No, I'm just saying, I mean, there's a lot of cheeky stuff you can get away with. We obviously know here as well, there's no reason for you know, a cheeky little tech pause here when we have a lot of timeouts.
Yeah.
A lot of regular timeouts still available. But the misbuys and stuff, maybe not more so now, but a few years ago, misbuys were sometimes just called, be like, hey, we misbought, can we restart the round? And we would match medic from that.
Oh, that's some sportsmanship.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to face off against those tilting Negevs and auto snipers.
I mean, it was even more tilting back then because the weapons weren't super viable. So it's just like, it's a misbuy, and it's just like, well, we lost round.
They hadn't quite done all the balancing.
They haven't made every weapon overpowered, is what you're saying. No, they have not. But it didn't. Oh, it's an extended pause here. But the match medic, I think, has been done.
Yeah, we're just chilling.
So I don't think maybe it wasn't a fast finger. It depends on what Jacob buys here. If he buys a Galil again, we're good. If he doesn't, let's get him.
Nah.
Listen, sometimes
we don't
you
need
know
any of that.
I'm kidding. Look at that.
Okay, yep. They even still have timeout, so you know it's legit. We're getting word that the 100 Thieves comms are down.
Exactly.
Whatever it is that they use.
And hey, you got to think of it this way as well. When you do get more time like this, and especially when it is online, you get more time to talk. So maybe
break.
Yeah, and I mean maybe you do come up with an under idea instead.
With those wireless headsets, walk over to the fridge.
Oh,
get yourself something to eat.
It's lovely.
It's a lot of more opportunities to make your gaming space more optimal nowadays.
Yeah. Fifi's got those wireless headsets. He's running around the kitchen last night, chatting me mid-game.
Yeah, they're great. I love me some sound.
Some sound.
Have you switched to the wireless mouse as well?
Yes, I have.
Well, here we go. We're back. Timeouts are over. Technical pauses are over. Everything's over. And Liquid's up by 1 round. Here come the nades. Naf gonna rotate around through to the warehouse. Looking for anything outside. There's 4 players from 100 Thieves out here as soon as the smokes fade.
Yeah, and they waited for the smokes, and obviously now the smokes have faded. Yeah, you kind of, what Jason alluded to before in like these situations, just because you don't make a move on and stuff, it's still going to cause for concern for seats to be like, oh, they could be down lower. But now because that one member goes down from 100 Thieves, and on top of that you didn't get down 1 lower, we're going to see the rotations coming in here now. I actually think that Liquid will make the read of saying like, I actually don't think that anyone's lower, and if they are, we're just going to be quick on the rotate.
They didn't even try to get 100 someone lower, 100 Thieves.
Yeah, I think it was just to try and create the rotate and then to fall back and kind of do an inner take.
Yeah, well now they have no smokes.
Yep.
And now they have, what I mean, just flashbangs and this one Molotov to try and make their way wherever it is they want to go. So I have to think it's going to be some contact plays. 35 seconds on the clock, and if they try and get downstairs and the rotations are fast enough and you don't have utility to block off doors and windows, you're in for a real bad time. Here comes the pop flash. Alige in the corner, 25 seconds on the clock, everything misses. Alige tucked in, a small target, and the first kill is his. Now Naf can slow them down one more time as they drop in, but it's a missed shot.
And he gets blinded and traded as well. All of a sudden, 100 Thieves, JKS, he's taking the bomb upper. The 2 players through vents, with the time so low, they have an opening, but JKM is there to protect. And wow. Liquid were completely postured, had full control. 100 Thieves, no nades.
I can't believe they won that round.
Yeah.
I mean, Liquid does nothing wrong in that round, honestly. They're very quick on the rotates. They push in lobby. They want to go for flank onto ramp room as well. The problem is that he's just not hitting their shots and not getting the kills. And 100 Thieves, very crispy aim. They're on point. Again, you mentioned Grad's faction, 23 kills under his name. Lias with 20. And maybe a little bit cold here if you're Liquid, because that's not very usual.
Well, I think also with that much time left in the round, that flank through lobby, whoever's flanking ramp room is just like, okay, they have to go downstairs to get the bomb planted in time. I'm going to have a fast, easy flank. They can't slow down and wait.
Yeah.
And then when they turn around and go to the upper bomb site, he gets completely caught off guard. That's rough.
That is rough.
What a crazy turn.
Also have to point out Elijah's position as well. I mean, his first kill was so clean, and at that point, he's got to have that under ladder help. but it came too late, so it became a one and done crossfire spot. And that's just definitely not good enough. And now Liquid, they find themselves on just pistols with one smoke. Trying to save up bank for a strong buy in the next. 100 Thieves. They're making this comeback almost possible.
Yeah, they're looking solid on Nuke. USP kill from... Oh my lord, he's gotten... Oh, the team kill helps out, but now all of a sudden these flanks coming in from Naf and from Elige. Shut down for the first one. A follow-up flank coming in, but again, just a USP. And Stewie has to wait and see what Naf can do on the other side. And... oh no, he's gotten away. There's the cleanup from Stewie and an AK salvage from Naf. This round has just gotten weird.
It's gotten really weird, but 100 Thieves, they know exactly where both members are. They're going to try to make it down the vents. Oh, okay, Naf. Wow.
Boom. Get that 50
One
sound clip
tap.
running. All right.
What a round. Okay.
Armed with USPs.
USPs.
Twist getting one kill, causing a TK. Naf with a one tap. And Naf with a flank USP that Stewie cleans up. That's okay. One way to do it.
I feel like that's also... Can we get the scoreboard up? Is it header over there? Oh man, that's worst case as well for 400 Thieves, because money bonus is not there. You look at the money right now. That's a round that was on a Liquid Eco, and they were already real tight on money. And we see here, just looking at it, JK has 4.4k. He has the most, but because the money bonus there.
Oh yeah, this is brutal. With
Yeah,
just
it's really bad. It's gonna be 14 rounds.
Yeah. This, I don't even know if they can wait that long. Surely I think they'll just have to buy in the next one with nothing invested here.
Yeah, I think that's definitely what you want to do. Same thing here. I mean, even here, like, it's so important getting the bomb down. Would be nice to see if they have at least an idea. There's a few things you can do on this round just to try and weasel your way into getting a bomb down. For example, 4 guys outside, create a lot of space, and you open the door and you try and go down fence to get the bomb down. Some cases, well, if you're a little bit cocky, you can do the same, but you go in through hut and get the bomb down inner. But instead, we just see a regular default. I think goal here for 100 Thieves is just run down the clock, have Liquid spend as much utility and stuff as possible. We obviously know that was a bonus round from them, was an eco. So they have a good chunk of money on 2 of their players still.
Man, what a shame. After, like, 100 Thieves was looking so solid. That is a real wrench in their plans.
It's a nightmare round to lose.
Yeah.
You know, it's the one you're going to come back and talk about.
That throws everything up in the air.
And we'll see Liquid also playing this.
One player got down, though.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he doesn't have the bomb, but, I mean, it's still all the defenders for Liquid outside still seem like they don't even realize that one is crossed over, so we'll see if this can actually create any opportunities for 100 Thieves. I'm imagining they're going to split the upper bomb site, door likely open at the same time in the upper. Oh, he's going to flank towards ramp room. Stewie, no idea.
I don't think he heard that.
No.
Well, they probably opened the upper bomb door at the same time, and Azur. Oh, Stewie. The timing on this movement.
That's a good double kill. Naf wasn't aware that one crossed either. To the lower bomb site we go. Lurk meter, yeah, that better blow the meter up. Ooh. Doing a little dirty with only 93%. They can't plant the bomb, though, and that's what they were really looking for. But nice attempt from 100 Thieves.
Definitely a nice attempt there.
That was filthy. How did he get across and no one's seen him?
I don't know. They had an op and Stewie outside. I think they had Liquid had 3 members on the outside yard at one point. So slippery, Azur. Very slippery.
Shout out to him.
It's not the best buy, but it's still a good buy. Jacob.
Did my water come through on the microphone?
It did, yeah.
Very loud or somewhat loud?
Hydro homies, shout out. 2 Galils, 3 AKs on the 100 Thieves side, and an entry going the way of Liquid. Naf gets the kill on Jacob.
Oh, and JKS
you hate to see that.
The nade. So definitely 100 Thieves. I mean, JKS, he's had some success towards this door in rounds past, but they beeline it towards this ramp. Stewie, they do push him off of it, but Naf, he's still holding under ladder. He's got a goblin angle, and Stewie gets taken out by Liaz. This opens up a lot for 100 Thieves.
Well, Alicia's here, and let's see what he can pull back into their favor. Bomb being planted, so it's definitely a retake scenario. Now there's two smokes still left on 100 Thieves. They can stall this out for quite some time.
Yeah, they can stall, but so much utility on this Liquid end as well. They can still take some map control here as they're waiting on these smokes to kind of fade. Nicely traded there. Nice crossfire from 100 Thieves.
That's a shame. I actually thought that staggered flashbangs were awesome from Team Liquid.
They got flash, you saw there as well.
Yeah,
That's
they worked perfectly, just unfortunately. They know the angle, they're spamming as they're blind. So 13-12, 100 Thieves fight right back, and they shrug off that horrific loss they just took a couple rounds ago. Got ourselves quite the game.
Yeah, and super important here from Liquid also, having 2 weapons being saved. We have money, obviously, on the hands of Liquid, but it's not great. Elise, 7.8k, but Stu with 2.5k, so like having the 2 members alive, super important. And now we kind of flip this around a little bit, because obviously we know as well, Team Liquid, if they were to lose this one, their money bonus is at 0, so they would be getting very limited money. And then as for 100 Thieves now, then they have pretty good money now, so very important round. We talk about it coming down to the wire. 100 Thieves win this one, forcing Liquid on a save, and that would mean potentially 14 rounds, maybe even 15 for 100 Thieves. We have the potential of having an overtime game here with this money the way it is. But we'll see. Early, a pretty slow round here in the beginning. They waited on their smokes as well for 100 Thieves, and we'll see them a little bit late. Not as late as usually though. You tend to see these smoke walls around the 1 minute if it's mid-round. But a read on that as well, if the smoke comes down around 1 minute, the T's actually don't tend to go down lower on that. So this is a 1 minute 15, and this is the read. Liquid are fighting for outside here.
Bit more damage done. That's an aggressive play from Liquid. The smoke to put out the Molotov combined with the flashbang. Hard to coordinate, and no one else is rotated downstairs. Naf just gets there with the AWP. He's going to have to try and stop them. That's a good transfer over. Good tracking from that AWP, and even seeing a couple more come in. Damage from the Molotov, but he's fine with that. So 4 and another one. Jacob steps right into it.
Naf is on one right now. That Molotov, it's going to extinguish. He's going to go for more. He's definitely heating up, and he gets a 3rd. Why not a 4th? There we go. Good adjustment. What a hold coming out of Naf.
Who knew? He was an opera the whole time.
26 frags.
Great positioning. And for 100 Thieves, I mean, they had a lot of nades there, but once they came down and Naf gets the first one, they kind of come to a stop.
Yeah.
And then the nade zone come in, and even this one. This is a really bad spot for Jacob. Jacob's supposed to smoke that side, and he hasn't learned to smoke how to bounce it, so he's forced to take this aggressive angle. This is why the Naf gets the kill. If Jacob gets a safer angle with that smoke grenade, he doesn't go down. And that ramp area is actually covered. You might actually get the bomb down. So Jacob, or actually maybe it's for I'm a Pet, but write that down. Have Jacob look through that smoke.
Write that down. Get your notepad out.
Jot it down.
Yep. Put it in a little booklet.
And get it fixed for next game.
All right, 14-12. Liquid just 2 rounds away from taking their map pick, the opening map in this series. Another buy coming in, even without the plants. 100 Thieves had plenty of money. Only issue, no armor on Gratisfaction. He's gone for an AWP, and you can't blame him. He's got 25 kills himself, so him and Naf are going blow for blow in this game.
Liquid's map pick. And good money from them as well. I talked about the whole thing, a potential overtime. Even if 100 Thieves win this one, they still have to string 2 rounds together to put Liquid on a save, and obviously that would mean 14-14, so very close series on our hands. But this is such an important round for 100 Thieves. They lose this one, they are just broke. We're gonna see Pistol probably take 9 buy for next one. And a fast rush at that. He does spot one. The problem here is that you haven't spotted, I think it's Stewie, but yeah, by blue, by CT red there. CT blue rather, they've changed the color nowadays.
All right. Well, 2 opening kills for Liquid. Bit of a disaster if you're 100 Thieves in this round. And another leg shot onto Ozza. He's down very low, can't get anything done. JKS, the last remaining, he's traded. And Liquid can roll out the red carpet because there's no money for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, and this is Liquid just honestly having a good read. They do the yard setup there, and 100 Thieves, Grady is obviously out there going for a peek, but Liquid just playing this very defensive. As soon as 100 Thieves kind of get into a more aggressive push, we see the flashbangs come in from Liquid and 3 guys there just fight for it for outside. Kind of a little bit of like a Vitality setup, and that's a nice setup at that as well. And that's a round that 100 Thieves really needed to win. As I mentioned, this is a pistol buy round. It's going to be a fast one at that. An inner bomb site rush. They might drop down lower, or at least try to. Just try and get down vents, and then 4 guys towards reactor. Su's going to have a lot of action here. Gets the first one, but Elise is there to help. And this is 16-12.
Man, that 11-11 round with the USPs, that's the one.
That's
the one.
Not come back in their nightmares.
Yeah, that's the one that ended the chances for 100 Thieves. That's a bit brutal. 1-0 for Team Liquid, but it was their map pick. Obviously pretty comfortable on it. What a great performance from Naf. What did he end up with, like 27, 28 kills-ish, give or take?
Give or take,
yeah. And I mean, Gratisfaction as well had an excellent game, which is almost a shame considering how well he played in the first half that 100 Thieves couldn't close it out. I think he ended with the high 20s as well. Yeah. Any final thoughts on this opening map before we go to break?
I mean, it's looking... I think we're going to get a great map number 2. Both of these teams seem to be on point in terms of just their overall calling. We see the trade games on point as well. So, I mean, definitely, you guys should definitely tune in for map 2. That's what I have to say.
Beautiful. I love the sentiment. We're going to head to a break. We'll be right back.